Once upon a time, in the heart of a thick green African forest, there was a beautiful woman named Nia. She was so beautiful that people were drawn to her, and her kindness made her loved by everyone. But Nia had a secret. She wasn't fully human. She was actually a snake, transformed into a woman by powerful magic. The great river spirit had given her this human form because Nia had shown such devotion to protecting the river. With her human form, Nia moved to a peaceful village at the edge of the forest. She became known for her kindness, her knowledge of healing herbs, and her wisdom. Many villagers would seek her advice and come to her for help. People admired her deeply, and young men traveled from far away, hoping to win her heart. But Nia kept her distance, knowing that if anyone discovered her true nature, her magic would vanish, and she would be forced to leave the village forever. One of her admirers was a young hunter named Kofi. He was strong and kind, and he was determined to win her love. Kofi was different from the others. His honesty and warmth touched Nia's heart, and she began to feel close to him. But deep down, she was worried that her secret could one day hurt them both. One season, the village faced a terrible drought. The rivers dried up, and the crops were withering. The elders believed the spirits of the forest were angry and told the villagers to offer sacrifices to bring back the rain. Kofi, knowing Nia's deep connection to the river, asked her for guidance. Nia's heart ached for him in the struggling village. She knew she could help, but it meant revealing her true self and risking everything she held dear. That night, when everyone was asleep, Nia went to the river's edge and started to chant. Slowly, her body began to change. Her smooth skin turned into shimmering scales, and her arms and legs became the long, graceful coils of a snake. She slid into the river, glowing under the moonlight, and called out to the river spirit to bring the rains. Kofi had followed her quietly, hiding behind a tree. He watched, stunned, as the woman he loved transformed into a serpent. When Nia returned to the village the next morning, the rains began to fall. Kofi, however, came to her with a heavy heart, struggling with love and fear. "Why didn't you tell me the truth?" he asked sadly. Nia looked into his eyes, sorrowful. "I was afraid that if you knew, you would only see me as a snake, not as the woman I am inside." Kofi was silent, torn between his feelings. Though he loved her, he couldn't overcome his fear of her true form. Eventually, he left the village, unable to live with the truth he had learned. Heartbroken but understanding, Nia returned to the river. She shed her human skin one last time and disappeared beneath the waters, choosing to live forever as the river's guardian. The villagers spoke of Nia for generations, remembering her as the woman who brought rain back to the land. Though they never knew her true nature, they honored her spirit, leaving offerings by the river, grateful for her kindness. And on moonlit nights, it was said that a shimmer of silver scales could still be seen in the water, a reminder of the serpent who had loved, sacrificed, and protected them in secret.